In this video, we're going to talk about how to save money when you actually don't make a lot. Hello everyone, welcome back to Miss Ming's channel. This is Miss Ming. In my channel, I do vlog videos, makeup videos, lifestyle videos, and financial videos, and everything I'm passionate about to create a happy, healthy, beautiful lifestyle. If this content interests you, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also ring the notification bell so that you won't miss out any future content. Alright, in today's video, we're going to talk about how to save a lot of money when you actually don't make a lot of money. Recently on the internet, you see a lot of people talking about passive incomes to talk about how much they make based on their investment, and they saved up a lot of money and then invest them, and then they start to make money from the dividends from their investment. That is so great, but where did they get their first investment source? Like, where did they get the money to be able to invest in the real estate? Where did they get the money to be able to invest in the stock market? Because they have savings. But then the question comes, the reason why they have enormous savings is because they actually make a lot of money. Like Stephan, he is a real estate agent, and in LA, real estate business is a lot of money. And he, of course, he's a hustler and he did it really, really well. And that's why he was able to make a lot of income. But we all have different jobs. Not everybody works as a real estate agent, right? So the question goes, what if you're just an average Jane Doe like me who does not make a lot of money, and how can I save money when I actually don't make a lot? So in today's video, I want to share with you how I saved $20,000 as a graduate student. I hope my tips and experience can help you to start saving your money, and maybe in 4 years, you can save even more than me and use that money to generate passive incomes. As you know, I love to take notes. I love to have my little cheat sheet, which is my outline of the video, my talking points. Basically, the tricks of saving money really comes into 12 baby steps. I know Dave Ramsey, he talks about baby steps about financial health or paid up your debt and loans, but I also have my little baby steps of how to save money when I actually don't make a lot. So the first step to track your expenses. That comes into budgeting. A lot of times people think budgeting is about setting a budget for the things we haven't really purchased. I don't know, like the way I set budget is kind of different. I like to do it in a different way. So what I did was I usually track my expenses over the month. Actually, you don't even have to write it down. As long as you have your credit card bill, your bank statement, basically it says where you spend the money. So basically when you're tracking expenses, you want to track your rent or mortgage, your car or car loan, including the insurance, the utilities such as water and light bills, the food that you spend on groceries and eating out, and entertainment such as like going to the movies or going to Sephora. So basically, you need to track how much you actually spend on these things per month. When I was a graduate student, I paid up my car loan pretty quickly because there was a year I didn't buy anything, I didn't go out to eat at all, and I paid up my car within a year because I know there's an interest that tags along with the car loan. And my rent was $500, my utility was about $50 because I had like 4 roommates, and I spent about $60 to $70 on food per week, and I spent about $100 on Sephora, skincare, things like that. So basically, when I was living by myself as a single graduate student, my monthly expense is generally about $1,100 to $1,200. So basically, that's my budget of each month. So after knowing that where my expenses goes, that I can actually tell myself how much of the money I can set aside. The baby step number 2 is to decide the percentage of income that you could set aside. I know a lot of millionaires like Stephan, he saves 99% of his income, but he has a ginormous income. He makes several millions per year versus when I was a graduate student, I don't know. I was a graduate student. I was a good student, but I was not a money-making machine. So of course, for us, we are not able to save 99% of the income. But there is a trick to know how much to set aside. So when I was a graduate student, I made about $1,700 per month. So each month I set aside $500. That goes to our baby step number 3, is to open an online saving account. This video is not sponsored by any online saving account, but if you'd like to sponsor me, please let me know, because I personally use Discover Online Saving Account. Discover Online Saving Account gives me about 1.95% of interest, which is actually a lot, thinking about you don't have any risk. So basically every month I will set aside $500 to my Discover Online Saving Account. Because it's a saving account, it's hard to spend money out of it, and it's an online saving account, which makes it hard for me to get the money out. So every month when I actually see my regular checking account, I only see $1,200 coming in. So it feels like my paycheck has been significantly decreased. So I have to figure out how I can live off that $1,200. Another thing is I live in Texas. The living expenses here are really cheap compared to LA, New York. So if you have a lot of debt that you're struggling paying it up, maybe considering moving to Texas. So basically, my income minus the expenses is the amount of money that I save every month. And usually I give myself 2 breaks over the year. Basically, during the Thanksgiving, Black Friday sale, I become a shopaholic, and then I spend all of my income. And also, we do have conference travels, or during the summer, if I want to travel, I do spend more money on the travel. So there are 2 months in a year that I actually don't save any money. But there are also occasionally that extra work opportunities during the summer that I was able to teach additional courses, so I was able to make more money. So it really depends, and this number really fluctuates from time to time. Sometimes I could save more during an extra month, sometimes I save triples because I worked extra at my school, versus sometimes I saved less because I went back to China. There are definitely times that it kind of fluctuates, but every year I save about $5,000, and then in 4 years I was able to save $20,000. So another trick about saving money but still buying things that you like is that after you put aside this money to a different bank account that's hard to get the money, you are committed to your budget. You have to spend less than $1,200. There are from time to time that I love to go out to eat from time to time, and also there are times when I spend over $100 on Sephora, or there are times that I want to buy a purse and things like that. But because I have a set budget, if I buy additional purse, or if I buy something that's like a splurge, I have less money to eat out, and vice versa. So over the time, I was able to develop a habit of not splurging, and gradually I noticed that I was able to save even more. So originally what I thought was every month I would spend about $1,200, and I was not able to save anything else. Later I realized that little saver inside of me just decided that I was able to live off $1,000. So basically, I still don't transfer the money to my saving account. I still leave it in my checking account. One thing that I noticed was that my checking account was actually increasing over the 4 years that I was in graduate school. So later when I graduated from school, I was able to see an even bigger checking account that I didn't even expect it. The last baby step is that once you save about $10,000 in your regular checking account, and you have like $20,000 in your saving account, any money you save extra can go to different investment account. And there are different types of investment. You can invest on your retirement, you can invest on your stock market, you can also decide to buy a house. So there are different reasons for doing different investments. For example, if you're buying a house, you could definitely apply for a tax reduction, which can help you in the short run. But if you also don't feel the need of buying a house because you don't have enough down payments, you can also contribute to Roth IRA and other retirement accounts for investment, and you can also try the stock market. But the stock market is more of a long-term shot. Basically, if you contributed money this year, you may see an increase in your money, and next year the stock market goes down, and then the next year it goes up, and the following year goes down and goes down and goes up. So the longer you keep your money in it, maybe for 10 to 30 years, the more interest and earnings that you can get from your money. But if you just put your money there and wishing that you can have more money in 2 years, you could be catching the stock market in the wrong time, and it just goes down to the next 2 years. And if you sell your stock, then you're like losing money. Versus if you are willing to take that risk, you have to make sure that you have enough emergency funds in your bank account, in your saving account, that you don't really care about how the stock market performs. Alright, that's it for today. I hope this video is helpful to you. I hope it really helps you out in terms of financial decisions, in terms of saving money. We really don't need to make a lot of money to save a lot of money, but at the same time, if you're doing a job that doesn't really give you a career, or if you're doing a job that has no potential of an increase in your wages or salary, it's also time to consider that maybe you could switch a different career or different jobs. But definitely try to save money and try to have enough savings before making any big decisions. Yeah, also comment down below what are the tricks and tips that you could give in terms of budgeting and saving money, because definitely I need to achieve that financial goal to really think about in the future about family planning. If I have babies and schools and daycare and everything costs money, so it's important to plan it out and make sure that we're all in a very good financial health. Alright, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below about your tips. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the notification bell so that you won't miss out any future content. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!